there's a key statement I need to make, and that is vibes fade, but purpose stays. But there's something you said earlier that at the end there's a remark you want to hear from the Lord, and that's well done, good and faithful servant, enter into my rest. But since we know that vibes fade and purpose stays, when you leave this earth to the other side of eternity, what legacy would you really want to leave? You may not have discovered it yet. You may, if you have, you could share.
Now, people that didn't ask this question is a scary question to ask.
It is.
I think I was reading a book, and what the author said struck me. And he said, I don't want to be remembered. I want Jesus to be remembered. Now, in a bid to leave a legacy, truly, people are under pressure to do all kinds of things to prove a point. So I think when I read that book, it spoke to me. And truly, I don't want to be remembered. Why are you remembering me for? You should remember Jesus. Because after all, he's all that matters. Yeah. Everybody, every knee will bow someday before him. But if at all, if you just think of me, you just say that he truly loves the Lord, and he truly walks with the Lord, and he truly and sincerely served the Lord. If at all, because there is no point to remember you here and then in heaven nobody knows you. Yes. So at the end, it could also be vibes. Yeah. But on the other side, that's what truly matters. Yes, and truly, just as he just concluded now, at the other side is what really matters. Because I was reading through the Bible, and I cannot remember the scripture exactly, but it's in the New Testament, when I think it was a letter that Paul wrote. He was talking about how everything will be tried by fire. Yeah. Then you discover what materials you built with, whether it was straw, whether it was wood, whether it will stand when it goes through fire or it will melt away. Yeah. And truly, that is the difference between vibes and purpose. Vibes and purpose doesn't really end on this side of eternity. Yeah. Really, it matters more when we flip the coin to the other side, because that is when your whole life will be tested, and you'll truly see whether it has been vibes all the way or purpose. Because if you lived hand in hand with Christ, it's going to be so rock solid. It's going to be rock solid, and then there's no fire that will take it down. But truly, if you realize that you lived on people's opinions, you lived on trends, you lived on your own mindset and all those kind of things, it won't pass. So this is just me saying that there's a glaring difference between vibes and what truly matters. And you need to be very careful, because there are times that you feel like you're on the purpose lane, but truly what is moving you is vibes. So I would like to ask you to give any parting statement, anything that you want to say to fellow viewers, personally to younger generation. But yes, thank you. So I've heard so many young people say, let me enjoy my life, and then later when I'm older, I will follow Jesus and all of that. I must confess, I was part of those people. Yes. But you see, the wisdom of God is so magnificent that God does not care about that kind of statement when you make them. Because we see people like Jeremiah at the age of 9, Jesus from birth, Samuel from birth, and all of that. The parting words would just be, the earlier, the better. The earlier you begin to walk with the Lord and be on the journey of not just discovering purpose, but walking in purpose, the better for you. Because a time comes in Ecclesiastes, the Bible says you will no longer have strength to serve the Lord while you are still young. You have strength, you have the mental capacity, you can jog, you can run, you can carry heavy materials, you can preach with vigor, you can travel everywhere. By the time you're 50, 60, 70, 80, no strength for all of those. And at the end of the day, you truly discover that whether you wasted your life, whether you just built on vibes, or you built on the solid rock. So my parting words would just be, someone you're listening to, the earlier the better for you. And I mean, God's arms are always wide open for you to come. He begins to instruct you in righteousness, and he sets you on the course that will not just end here, but also in eternity.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much
You're
for sharing.
welcome.
Yes, truly, start early. I've heard a lot of elderly pastors say, I wish I started serving God earlier. Yeah. You see some that even started as early as 17, 19. They still say, I wish I started earlier. Some at 15, but they still wish. And that's truly what you discover when you're rooted with God, in God, because you realize that this time that looks so much is really not so much, and it runs out. Like you wake up and you're 5, the next moment you're 16, the next moment you're 40, and then it goes like that. So the earlier you begin, the better. But whatever phase you are, I just want to tell you that it's not too late, because it can never be too late with God, and there's no irredeemable situation with God. Because you hear people throw some statements like, this one's case is irredeemable, it's too late. Maybe you may even be 70, but with God, it's not about age. I think look at Abraham. Literally, he was at 75. He started
working with
what
God.
We will call his purpose, the work with God and every other thing, working by faith. It was at 75 that we began to examine his life in the Bible. So it's truly not about age. Some people started as early as 9. Josiah became a king at 8. So it's just about starting now in your heart, making that decision in your heart that truly I want to discover. And you can't do it by yourself. You have to do it by the help of God. So start early. Thank you so much for staying through, for watching the video so far to this point. I'm very glad that you stayed through. And thank you so much, Pastor Linus, Pastor Doctor. That's not like medical doctor, PhD. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for staying through. I'm really glad we had this conversation. Like currently, I feel very good in my spirit that this conversation was made today, and I pray that God replenishes you. And I know that you guys will have loved this video. You must have picked up something. You will have been blessed by this. So please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe for other contents like this coming.
Let me do it, please.
Yes.
Follow. Insist. It might be your purpose.
Exactly.
To make sure at least 10 people from your side subscribe to this channel.
Yes.
So like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you. And also leave your comment.
Yes, leave a comment. Maybe we didn't answer a question, or you have any question, we can do a follow-up recording.
Exactly.
On that,
or you want an insight on another topic, please leave it in the comment section. We'll be there. Thanks for watching. Bye.